Harper Audio presents Double Fault by Lionel Shriver, read by Jennifer Woodward. Chapter 1. At the top of the toss, the ball paused, weightless. Willy's arm dangled slack behind her back. The serve was into the sun, which, at its apex, the tennis ball perfectly eclipsed. A corona blazed on the ball's circumference, etching a ring on Willy's retina that would blind spot the rest of the point. Thwack! Little matter about the sun. The serve sang down the middle and sped, unmolested, to ching into a diamond of the chain-link fence. Randy wrestled with the pen 4. It gave him something to do. Willy blinked. Never look at the sun had been a running admonition in her childhood. Typical from her parents. Avert your eyes from glory, shy from the bright and molten, as if you might melt. A rustle of leaves drew Willy's gaze outside the fence to her left. Because the ball's flaming corona was still burned into her vision, the stranger's face, when she found it, was surrounded by a purple ring, as if circled for her inspection with a violet marker. His fingers hooked the galvanized wire. He had predatory eyes and a bent smile of unnerving patience, like a lazy lion who would wait all day in the shade for supper to walk by. Though his hairline was receding, the lanky man was young, yet still too white to be one of the boys from nearby Harlem scavenging strays for stickball. He must have been searching the underbrush for his own errant ball. He had stopped to watch her play. Willy gentled her next serve to Randy's forehand. There was no purpose to a pickup game in Riverside Park if she aced away the entire set. Reining in her strokes, Willy caressed the ball while Randy walloped it. As ever, she marveled at the way her feet made dozens of infinitesimal adjustments of their own accord. Enjoying the spontaneous conversation of comment and reply, Willy was disappointed when her loping backhand tempted Randy to show off. Puffed into the net. This late in the first set, she often gave a game away to keep the opposition pumped. But with that stranger still ogling their match from the woods, Willy resisted charity, and she wasn't sure how much more of this Randy ravioli, or whatever, something Italian, she could take. He never shut up. "Randy!" echoed across all 10 courts when his shot popped wide. Between points, Randy counseled regulars in adjoining games. "Bit too wristy, Bobby, old boy." And, "Bend those knees, Alicia." Willy herself he commended. "You pack quite a punch for a little lady." And the stocky hacker was a treasure trove of helpful advice. He'd demonstrated the Western grip on the first changeover. She'd smiled attentively. Now up 4-0, Willy was still smiling. The Italian's serve had a huge wind-up, but with a hitch at the end, so all that flourish contributed little to the effort. More intent on blistering pace, Randy tended to overlook the nicety of landing it in the box. He double-faulted, twice. As they switched ends again, Willy's eyes darted to her left. That man was still leering from behind the fence. Damn it. One charm of throwaway games in Riverside was not to be scrutinized for a change. Then, he did have an offbeat, gangly appeal. Ignoring the passer-by only betrayed her awareness that he was watching. Newly self-conscious, Willy bounced the ball on the baseline 6-7 times. If her coach knew she was here, he would have her head, as if she were a purebred princess who mustn't slum with gutter snipes and so learn to talk trash. But Willy felt that amateurs kept you on your toes. They were full of surprises, inadvertently nasty dinks from misconnected volleys or wild lobs off the frame. And many of Riverside's motley crew exuded a nutritious exultation, losing with a shy loss for words or a torrent of gee whiz. With Randy, she was more likely to earn a huffy "see ya," but she preferred honest injury to the desiccated, well done, and two-fingered handshake of Forest Hills. Besides, Riverside Park was just across the street from her apartment. providing the...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?